Welcome, and it's so good being with you today. As you can see, I'm here in beautiful St. Agnes Church, but without you here, the beauty of this church is exceptionally diminished. We gather in this beautiful church Sunday after Sunday to be with one another, and that is truly what church is about. It's not the building, as beautiful as it is, it's about us as a people. So we gather here, obviously missing one another. We all long for that day when we will be able to gather again around the altar of God as the people of God, the body of Christ. Until then, we hold each other very closely together in prayer. I know of a very young family that has a wonderful ritual at bedtime. It begins with some wrestling with Dad, then there's a short storytelling moment, and then there's prayer. And they tell me that the favorite prayer of these children comes from Juliana of Norwich. She's an English mystic from the late 14th and 15th century. The prayer is a very simple prayer that the children call the Julian prayer. It goes like this: all will be well. All will be well. In every manner of thing, all will be well. I hope that you hold on to what those words say. Let those words bind you together in faith, in hope, and in love. May those words connect us to each other and to God. Certainly the theme of those words, all shall be well, is the thread that literally runs through Psalm 23. I wonder how many times you have said or heard or prayed the words of Psalm 23. Of all the Psalms, all 150 of the Psalms, it's my suspicion that Psalm 23 is really people's favorite. Its words are familiar and they are beloved. I suspect many of you know each one of those words. Some of you have memorized the words of Psalm 23. The words of Psalm 23 comfort us in times of uncertainty and sustain us through times of sorrow and loss. They give us courage when we are afraid. They assure us that we have nothing to fear as we walk through the dark valley of death. They offer hope and strength, guidance so that we can take our next step. They remind us that there is a way forward when we feel powerless and fearful. They promise us that we never, never walk alone. When I look at all that has changed in our life and in our world, when I look at what has happened since the outbreak of coronavirus, when I acknowledge all the uncertainties of our future, when I read statistics and even deaths, when I think about all of those who are losing jobs or income or businesses, when I wonder how long it will be before we again can greet each other with hugs and kisses and handshakes. When I wonder about all this, I really don't want more information or answers about COVID-19. And I don't really want more instructions on what to do or what not to do. I want to hear words of hope, of hope. I want to be reminded that the Lord is my shepherd, and I have all that I need. I shall not be in want. I want to be reassured that all shall be well. I want to soak myself in those words of Psalm 23 and let those words soak into me. And I'm betting that you want the same thing. So, I would invite you to do something. Easter proclaims Christ's victory over sin and darkness and even death itself. So let this be our Easter practice. Pray Psalm 23 when you get up in the morning. Pray it again at noon, and pray it again before you fall asleep. Pray it for yourselves, for each other, for America, for our world. Pray it slowly and deeply. Allow some silence, kind of a soaking space between each verse. Whether you pray the verses from memory or from the scriptures, I'd invite you to pray them like this. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. All shall be well. In verdant pastures, he gives me repose. Beside restful waters, he leads me. All shall be well. He refreshes my soul. He guides me in right paths for his name's sake. All shall be well. Even though I walk in the dark valley, I fear no evil, for you are at my side with your rod and your staff that give me courage. And all shall be well. You spread the table before me in the sight of my foes. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. And all shall be well. Only goodness and kindness follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord for years to come. In every manner of thing, all shall be well. How fortunate we are to have a God so gracious and loving as our God. The words of Psalm 23 are exactly what we need to hear and pray today and tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. May God's peace hold us close. Joey and Mary Catherine Izzo, our musical ministry team here at St. Agnes, is now going to sing a wonderful version of Psalm 23. Thank you, and may God's Easter peace be with you.
The Lord's my shepherd, I'll not want. He makes me lie in pastures green. He leads me by the still, still waters. His goodness restores my soul, and I will trust in you alone, and I will trust in you alone. For your endless mercy follows me, your goodness will lead me home. He guides my ways in righteousness, and he anoints my head with oil, and my cup it overflows with joy. I feast on his pure delights, and I will trust in you alone, and I will trust in you alone. For your endless mercy follows me, your goodness will lead me home. And though I walk the darkest path, I will not fear the evil Your goodness will heal.